KTM is an Austrian motorcycle manufacturer and they usually have been known for their enduro and motocross bikes. Sa Pilipinas, they made noise when the Duke 390 was released back in 2013. You know, fresh-looking naked bike that's light, a head-turner, and expressway legal. Fast forward to 2021, now we have an adventure version for that, the KTM 390 Adventure. This is an entry-level adventure bike and proudly made in the Philippines. Priced at 309,000 pesos. Let's see what this bike has to offer. First, the looks. What we will notice is the huge kind of a diamond-shaped headlight assembly. It is set up in a way that it almost looks like it's separate from the rest of the bike. As we head towards the side, now it will look familiar because it similarly resembles the looks of the Duke 390. Still maintaining the black, white, and orange theme, we can see that it also has that sporty look, minimal fairings, but the design still stands out. Love the looks on the rear part of the bike that it's very neatly put with a sporty type taillight assembly and style. The backbone of the bike is KTM's trellis frame. Unlike the Duke, this sports out wide seats even for your passenger and has huge grab bars. It has good shape on the tank for thigh grip and has that naked aluminum handlebar as well. Already has a built-in windshield and you know, if it's just for me, I would have loved it if it was a little bigger, but you would have that option with an additional fee of course. When it comes to the engine, what we have is a 373cc single-cylinder 6-speed manual gearbox that gives us 43 horsepower and 37 Nm worth of torque. In addition to that, the bike already has a ride-by-wire technology that enables the bike to get a good response when you hit on your throttle. You can have an option to have the slipper clutch function added to the bike, but that's going to cost you an additional fee. Worry not brothers, as this bike is a legit expressway legal bike as the registration will already show you 400cc on it. All the engine specs combined with a lightweight frame, you can definitely go toe-to-toe even with the 400cc bikes out there. It packs power with a twist of a throttle but not to the point wherein it can be overwhelming. I got a top speed of about 133 kph I think. It felt like it still has a lot to give, maybe even over 140, but unfortunately I did not have any room to get to that speed anymore. For the brakes, what we have in front is a 320mm disc brake and for the rear, we have a 230mm disc brake. These are already ABS channeled, but good thing you will have two modes for it. One is road, you know, the regular function of the ABS on city driving and normal road conditions, but you would also have the off-road function of the ABS. This gives you a little bit more play on the brakes, especially if you're going through dirt and gravel. You'd want more freedom in playing around with the brakes, and basically off-road mode deactivates the rear ABS, but you would still have some of that ABS functionality in front. Brakes are very dependable. I mostly use the bike on road and it has very responsive brakes, but also gives you that confidence since you have the ABS function. For the suspension, what we have in front is a huge 43mm upside down forks with 170mm travel. And also it's adjustable, depends on what you prefer on the damping and the rebound. For the rear, what we have is WP Apex shocks with an adjustable spring preload with 177mm worth of travel. What stands out for me is the versatility of using this bike both on and off-road. Very stable when it comes to city roads and highways even if I am speeding up, but at the same time I like the comfort that it provides, being built tough so I can take it to whatever road I want. With the combination of the tires and the suspension, it makes for a one whole enjoyable ride made be on and off-road. Kaya nga adventure eh. It really lives up the name because you can definitely go places, you can enjoy the view, may it be riding through the nature, may it be city riding. The perfect combination of the suspension and tires does it for this bike. When it comes to the tires, what we have in front is 190 by 19, and then towards the rear what we have is 130 80 by 17. It has tubeless Continental tires and we can see the block dual sport tires, definitely good for road and off-road riding, making you always ready for that adventure. The overall ergonomics for this bike is awesome. The wide handlebars gives you control of the bike but very comfortable to steer. The overall riding position is enjoyable as you can maintain an upright riding position. The tall 855mm seat height can be an issue for some. Take note, I am 5'10" in height, so for me that's fine. But for a bunch of us, it can be an issue, but once you are already riding it, it's very enjoyable as you have good visibility of what's around you. With the riding position and the handlebar and really just the view and the little windshield that you have, you can definitely go for a long ride on this one. Although a little comment, I would probably add a little more cushion into the seats, and it can be a little stressful on when you are already riding this bike for straight 2-3 hours. But other than that, comfort in riding, superb. This bike is feature packed. First, you're going to have LED headlights and taillights, and then one of the signatures of the KTM is the awesome TFT display. Its full color 5-inch display gives you all the information that you would need when riding. Also, apart from the ABS, the bike also offers traction control, which you can turn on and off. It also sports the KTM MyRide technology that allows you to connect your phone to the bike, allowing you to make phone calls, listen to music, and even use the navigation app. And the bike has a 14.5-liter fuel tank capacity. It's decent for its size. Definitely you'll be ready for long cruising rides. And there, ladies and gents, brothers, is the KTM 390 Adventure. Are you thinking if this bike is perfect for you? Then leave your comments below. Until then, see you in our next video. Salute!